Hello, Fred Gar here. I'm here with a couple of items and a book. So let's jump into things. This right here and the other one is a half-gram gold bar. Usually give these as gifts during the holidays. Have a couple here, half-gram here. I bought these from bullion exchanges. I haven't seen them on there lately, but you still may be able to get them. They had them at a really good price. On eBay, some of these go for about $35, which is really high. I used to pay about $24 per bar, per half-gram bar. So I really like them. I really think they're great. This is another one. IGR bar. I actually got this one on eBay. It's a half-gram as well. Pretty nice. See if we can get it a little clearer for you. It's not that great, but that's that. And this is actually a gram. Have it upside down. Pam Suisse, 1 gram. Now, I know there's a lot of fakes of these going around, but I think the ones that show in the certificate number, there should be a letter before you see numbers. So this one is C, and then numbers follow after it. So that's one tip I learned from YouTube, from a YouTube channel, how you can tell if you got a real bar or if you have a fake bar. So that's that. Now this one, this peace dollar, I don't know if you guys recognize it, but I showed it in a prior video, and it was really bad. It was real blackened, a lot of ink on the back in this part right here. And I actually decided to just clean it, and I used baking soda, really just baking soda and water, or hot water, and I put it in there, and it got up a lot of the toning and a lot of the ink. So now I know a lot of people say don't clean coins, and I agree, but this is really like a coal type peace dollar, and I may be giving this away as a gift too. So the book in front of you that you may see is by Robert Kiyosaki. It's his book, Fake Money, Fake Teachers, Fake Assets. And the reason why I think this book is so important to stackers is because if you follow Robert Kiyosaki, he's made statements about gold and silver and how gold attracts wealth. Well, they were brief statements, and he never really went into it. But in this book, he goes into it more detailed and explains why he believes gold and silver attract more wealth. And I think it's an important book to get. I've read through it. As you can see, all these little earmarks. These are all the pages I have marked that are important to me anyways. So I highly recommend getting his book, Fake. It's important for stackers. Now, there's some elements I may not agree with, but overall, I'll say 99.99% of what's in this book I think is very valuable. And I think it's probably his most important book he's written to date. He's written some very important ones like Cash Flow Quadrant, Rich Dad's Guide to Investing, Rich Dad Poor Dad, the revised Rich Dad Poor Dad, the most recent one. I really like that over the other Rich Dad Poor Dad books. But this one right here I think is the most important, especially considering the times we're in right now. And there's a lot of fake assets out there. There's a lot of fake money out there, fiat currency out there that's not real money. That's definitely just a currency, but gold and silver is real money. So I hope you guys find this video helpful. A couple of changes I'm making are I'm putting my email down, and I'm also putting a P.O. box down in the description section. If you want, you can send me a letter, or you can email me, and I'd appreciate any tips or information you wish to share. I'm learning as much as you guys are. A little bit about me. I've collected coins since I was 8 years old, so I'm getting ready to come up on 29 years of collecting on and off. There's times where I sold my coins and other problems I ran into. I've had coins stolen from me. Like I said, I sold coins way too early. I actually bought some for $40 an ounce, Silver Eagles at $40 an ounce. And I ended up selling around $16 an ounce because I wanted to go on a trip. But right now, I think prices are very low. And it's a good time to buy. I know it's hitting around $15 an ounce. And some people may say, hey, I want 14 to come back. Well, I think even at 15, they're still good. If you're paying under $20, I think you're doing pretty good. I know there's some other channels and other people that are better at finding bargains in terms of how much premiums they pay over spot price. For me, I try to get at least $1.50 to $1 over spot price for my generic silver rounds. Sometimes I find little goodies in the bin, and I'll have goodies that I'll sell that have a higher premium. So, yeah, I find those goodies in there, and I make money off those goodies, and I buy more silver, So, I really want to engage the community. I really want to talk about different tips and tricks. Like you may see me with gloves. You can buy some gloves on eBay. When I handle the coins, if they're not in a flip, I like to use gloves. You can get cotton jeweler's gloves on eBay, real cheap. I got a big bag of them. I've given them to people that I know that collect coins and other things. I'm also using tarnish strips for some of my rolls. So you can buy those tarnish strips from eBay as well. I have an app on my phone where I calculate how much silver I have. So it shows me how much silver I have without me having to pull out and do an audit on the rounds and coins I have. It would take me a very long time to do an audit. But if you can do an audit, that's great. And the less you have to, hunt down your coins if you have them stored somewhere other than where you're at, where you're living at, or whatever the case may be. Starting an audit early and then adding to that audit is a lot more convenient than waiting and doing them all at once. The earlier you do it, the easier it will be, because you can just add to the audit as you accumulate stuff. And some people may want to that keep their coins in their home or nearby, and they move and they got to relocate those coins. they may want to do another audit to make sure their coins haven't been stolen, especially if you have a lot of foot traffic in your house. So those are just some tips. If I forgot anything, please make a suggestion in the comments area. Or if you have a question for me, make a suggestion in the comments area. Now for next week, I think silver prices may come down again. I'm hoping they do. I hope they go back in the 14s. The reason being is because I think the trade tension is starting. The markets is not really paying attention to it. They're still going back up. They're recapturing their highs. The Dow Jones and S&P and NASDAQ, they're recapturing their highs. And I think that's going to put pressure on the precious metals and bring prices down. So I could be wrong, but that's my forecast for next week. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Hope you enjoyed the video. Bye-bye. Fred Garr here. Bye-bye.